Third director of bands, Harry Begian, was born in Pontiac, Michigan in 1921. He organized and conducted his first band and orchestra while in his late teens and studied conducting at Tanglewood, the summer home of the Boston Symphony Orchestra. He received his bachelor's and master's degrees from Wayne State University in Detroit and his doctorate from the University of Michigan. Like his predecessor, Mark Hinesley, Begian achieved prominence in the public schools. Detroit's Cass Technical High School. The Cass High School Band was hailed as one of the finest ensembles in the nation. Begian held director of bands positions at Wayne State University and Michigan State University. Following Mark Hinesley's retirement in 1970, he came to Illinois. In 1971, Begian inaugurated the Conducting Mentorship Program at the University of Illinois. It was envisioned as a means of allowing outstanding young conductors a concentrated focus on the craft of conducting and hands-on administration of a model university band program.
I spent hours and hours and hours in his studio, gleaning as much information as I could, because it became apparent to me he was a great resource. And it'd be like seeing a great football team and they become national champions. Well, you want to learn about the coach. How did the coach make that happen? What are his characteristics that caused him to develop national championship teams? So that became the factor that influenced me in my admiration for him. And for me, it was just like a little kid in a toy shop, being around the person that has accomplished all the things that I would just dream about. And then a person who was so unselfish that he would share those ideas with me. I don't even think he would realize it, except that if he were to hear my band, he would realize that the sound of my band is a direct outgrowth of all his influences.
During Begian's tenure, the size and number of ensembles in the university's band program increased dramatically. He hired Gary Smith as director of the Marching Illini, who updated the band's marching style while maintaining its distinctive and beloved sound.
And then one time, John Heath was playing string bass, and he had a solo entrance, and Begian cued him, and he missed it. And he stops the band and says, "John, a blind man could have seen that cue." And again, I'd have to leave a room and go out in the hall and laugh, because some of the things he would say was hilarious, but he was so intense, you know, that the band was afraid to laugh sometimes because they didn't know if he wanted them to laugh or not. He always also had what the band used to call the beam. Well, that's if you made a mistake or you were goofing around or something. He could look you square in the eye, and the kids would swear there was a beam that went from his eye into you, and you didn't want to get hit by the beam. I mean, there was nothing more scary than to be sitting there and then get nailed by the beam.
Begian continued and expanded Hinesley's recording project, producing over 50 LP recordings of important wind band repertoire with the University of Illinois Symphonic Band. Of particular importance were Begian's interpretations of Percy Granger's works for band. These recordings have served as inspiration for countless band conductors. Begian retired in 1984. Not yet ready to give up the baton, though, Begian went on to serve as conductor of the Purdue University Symphonic Band from 1985 to 1987. Currently, he serves on the editorial staff of The Instrumentalist and the board of directors of the Midwest International Band and Orchestra Clinic. Dr. Begian is a charter member of the American School Band Directors Association and past president of the American Bandmasters Association.